Welcome everybody back to the Throw It Down Big Fella podcast. On this part one episode, we break down the NCAA tournament men's and women's side, and also we talk a little NBA. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Throw it down, big man.
Welcome everybody back to the Throw It Down Big Fella podcast. Let the madness begin. We are here. Your boy here along with Darren. Darren, how you doing? There you go. Cue the music.
Hey, it's my favorite time of the year.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't think of a better time besides, I don't know. Postseason baseball is pretty dope.
Yep.
NBA playoff basketball is pretty good. But other than that, I mean, it's those two, and then Stanley Cup hockey is pretty nice too. But like those, besides those, March Madness that is up there, and it's cool because like the last 4, 5, you could pretty much go back to when I was in school. So probably like 2018, 2017. Even the women's side of the NCAA tournament, it's been pretty good. Like I said, whenever the time I was in Mississippi State, Morgan hitting that game-winning shot.
That was
Mississippi
classic.
State,
yeah, I remember that.
I mean, listen, it's just one of the best times of the years.
Yeah, and of course, you guys, this section of the show, we're going to talk about men's and women's college basketball tournament. Let's start with the men first. Currently, right now, they have a first 4 game going on right now with Wagner and Howard. Is Wagner HBCU?
No,
Wagner's not. They got an all-black team, though. I'm looking at it now. They look like a HBCU, but I know Howard is a HBCU, but they're currently right now, Wagner's up 10 points with 8:33 left in the game. So the winner of this, I believe they play...
I think they play one in the
which one? I think it's the Thursday one.
Is it North Carolina?
North Carolina.
I think it's North Carolina.
Carolina, yeah. They play North Carolina. It's been good luck to y'all. Here's your gift. Here's your parting gift on your way out. You won a tournament game. Congratulations. Now you got to play North Carolina, number 1 seed. So
yeah, this year no 16 seeds beating the 1. I'm gonna let you know right now. It's not happening.
You don't think
this
so?
year. No 16s being the 1 this year.
I don't know, man.
Houston's way better than Longwood. Purdue is Purdue's gonna smack whoever they playing. I think they're playing the winner of either Grambling
tomorrow's 16th seed, Grambling and Montana State.
And then of course UNC is gonna beat the brakes off of Wagner because I think Wagner's probably just gonna pull this one off against Howard. And then
I think it might be close. I think it might be close where people think, but I think North Carolina will win. You're right.
And then,
I'm not impressed with North Carolina. I'm just gonna be. This is just my impression of the men thing. I don't know. Like,
and whoever plays UConn, I don't know if they have a playing game for that. That's a wrap. You might as well just go ahead and just get your warm ups done and then start warming up the bus.
Get the cameras out, get the photos, get the experience of what it's like to be there.
Right.
Yeah, Stetson. UConn plays Stetson. Good.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry, Stetson. Good luck to that. Just looking at the men's bracket, what's your first impressions? What do you think? Just thinking about like the regions and all that quickly.
They're pretty good regions. I think they're all going to be somewhat competitive. I know the South region is going to be pretty entertaining. The West region, pretty entertaining as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think the most intriguing thing out of this would be to see how far Kentucky goes. How far what's another team? Um,
Illinois.
how true? Well, yeah, Illinois. Illinois is another team that could go far. I'm curious to see Purdue because I strongly feel like Purdue's the weakest number one seed out of the four.
Mm-hmm.
They've been beaten multiple times this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, all right, you guys got one of the best players in the country. What are y'all gonna do something, or are y'all gonna fold like y'all have in the past 2, 3 tournaments?
Especially last year. I mean, it's never been done before. A 16, like a number one team losing back to back opening weekends. It's never happened. Um, I don't count on happening again with Purdue, but
No,
I mean, if they play Grambling though, that'd be an intriguing matchup because I know Grambling doesn't have the size they have to
mm-hmm.
contain Zach Eden, but fat like it college, like you said, March Madness is about your matchups. And it's like if you got a
Yep,
team that's
yeah.
small, if you got a team that can shoot, if you got a team that can defend, some of that gets exposed. Like some of the weaknesses on a team, you can see full frontal, like, oh, this team can shoot. Oh, this team can defend. It just a lot of things get exposed. But from my impressions, you say Kentucky, how far Kentucky can go. I got that as an upset. I think Oakland is gonna beat Kentucky in the first round.
See what I mean?
Like,
That's exactly what I mean.
I actually think I've
Because
seen
that,
Oakland play a couple times. Like they got some shooters, man. And I tell you this right now, I got a couple of them. You guys, our viewers, our subscribers, McNeese State. I know everybody's been riding this McNeese State because of Will Wade. He was at LSU. Now he's at McNeese State. They're playing. It was on the tip of my tongue. McNeese. They play Gonzaga. I'm not
yeah.
impressed with Gonzaga at all this year. I have not been impressed. I know they went to Kentucky at Kentucky and beat. Good. I mean, they went to Kentucky and won. McNeese State, man, them rabbit. I think they can pull it off. I really. There's going to be a lot of upsets that you just didn't see coming. I really think this tournament, like, you just don't see coming.
I
Like,
I think I got a couple of upsets in my bracket too. I think a lot of people are sleeping on UAB.
yeah, they are.
I got UAB going into past open weekend, winning even the second round game going into the Sweet 16. I don't see them making it past the Sweet 16, but I got the UAB Blazers in my 16.
Yeah, there's always a tops like 10, 11, 12. There's always one of those darling Cinderella teams that everybody talks about. Let's talk about like the South, the Memphis region.
Yeah.
Are you impressed with the games that they have in Memphis this weekend?
Um. I not really surprised. I think this is pretty much what it would probably be regarding the teams and how they were seeded accordingly. They tried to get as regional as they could with Houston, Texas A&M.
Mhm.
Nebraska is not really too regional. I'm not sure where Longwood's from. Who else is in there? Isn't Clemson coming into town?
Colgate,
Yeah,
Colgate,
yeah.
Baylor, New Mexico,
Baylor. Yeah.
Clemson.
And
I, I wish Mississippi State was in there. I
like
thought Mississippi
you know,
State would be there.
I thought they were gonna put State in there. I
I
really
thought
thought they
so
were gonna
too.
put them in there. I was like, and you would think it would make sense, probably not to put them in the South region, but
Why
the
not?
West region. I'm just saying the West region, the Clemson, the Clemson,
New
New
Mexico.
Mexico,
Yeah,
and the other two games, those are West region games. They're just
right,
being played in Memphis.
right.
So I'm just like they didn't even have to put state even in the South region. Just have them playing in the Memphis location. So I
Right.
felt like that was just a missed opportunity in itself. But I mean, I believe state's opening up against Michigan State
That's a bad.
Thursday. I
Yeah,
think
it
that's the
is.
opening game. I
It
think
is.
that's like the game. Yeah.
It is. It is. That's a. I hate to say this, man, but that's a bad matchup for y'all, Mississippi State. That's a.
And I'm Mississippi State winning.
You got. I can't bet against Tom Izzo, man.
Guarantee. Hey, I'll
I
take Charles
cannot.
Barkley. Guarantee.
Here you go. I can't bet against Tom is H to the Izzo, man. I can't.
I know, but
That's
I'm just letting
committed
you
bet.
know.
Like
Hey, hey, y'all better watch out. Them boys, they can't. They coming to play.
I mean, it's gonna be a rock. It's gonna be a rock fight. You know,
Oh
here
man, listen,
a rock.
you better. I don't know what the spread is right now, but that game gonna be within 3.
Oh yeah, it's
I promise
Michigan.
you.
No, it's actually Michigan State is favored by 1.5 points. I want to
One of
say
that, yeah, that
one and a
sounds
half.
about right.
1.5. Michigan State is favored by 1.5 points.
That sounds about right.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the for the people that loves to bet, you need to bet unders on all the games. I'm just first half unders the whole game. I'm just telling you this right
Uh,
now. If there was a
yeah.
bet for first half under, bet the under for first halves in all games. I'm just FYI, FYI. Have you figured out your final four teams yet, or are you waiting to do our private tournament challenge? By the way, you guys, there's a
Oh no,
tournament challenge.
I got my final four.
Who you
I
got?
gotta remember. Hold on, hold on. I know I have Houston in there.
Mm-hmm.
I know I have UConn in there because both of them teams are in my championship game. I got both of them in the championship game. Arizona is also in my final four,
Yeah.
and God, I'm trying to figure out who I have coming out of bottom bottom right bracket. I believe I have Creighton coming out of there.
Whoa, whoa.
I think I have Creighton coming out of there. I can't remember if I have Creighton or somebody else.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, but
Sa-
yeah.
I'm basically the same as you. I got Houston, UConn, both in the championship game. Um, I also got. Let's see. I had it right there. I got UT. I got UT coming out the
See,
Midwest.
I feel like UT probably going to lose in the second round.
Eh, I know, but it's Rick Barnes. I get it. You can't trust Rick Barnes in March.
I know.
But he's got to get them demons out, man. Rick Barnes has to get them demons out. Like in order, like for real, for real. I'm trying to think. Well, who's my other one? I got Kansas. By the way, for on my upsets, I got Kansas getting knocked out the first round too. I think if you guys have followed Hunter Dickerson, their big guy, he's hurt. Something's wrong with him.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think Stanford is going to take advantage of that situation. So, um, that's something to watch out for. Like you got to follow injury report as well, you guys, if you want to get that exact
Oh, for sure.
upset. That exact upset. What about Duke? I think Duke might be the sleeper. I can see that.
Regarding
Well, no,
regarding
I got
what
Houston.
type of sleeper?
Well, they're in the South with Houston. We said Houston, but Duke might
Mm-hmm.
be like that. I don't know. Let's see what else
I believe I have Duke losing to because I know I have James Madison beating. I forgot who they're beating, but and then I have James Madison and Duke playing each other. But I have Duke moving on. That following game, I have Duke losing. I just can't remember who I have them losing to. I think I have them losing to Marquette. I think Marquette's in that bracket.
Okay, so I'll break mine down. East, I had UConn. In the West, I got Arizona.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
In the South, I got Houston. And in the Midwest, I'm sorry, I got I got UT. So
Okay.
that's my final four. So you guys, we'll see. It should be interesting though. I mean, I know we said we got our upsets and this can happen, but it looks like we got all chalk in the final four. So I mean,
Well, not
it should,
necessarily. Arizona's
not
not a top seed.
it's top 1 and 2 seeds. So
It's almost chalk, halfway chalk.
I always say this though, we always want the upsets the first and second round, but when it gets to the Sweet 16, Elite Eight, Final Four, we want all the major schools. Like, I'm sorry, like we want to see the best of the
And
best at that point. Like,
and I get that, and I feel like you still get that regardless, even if you don't get the blue bloods in there. I mean, look at what FAU did last year. They were
yeah,
competitive to the very end, and they're
very.
not a blue blood.
They're not
So
a
I
blue
mean,
blood.
I feel like you're gonna have that best team remaining type of feel. Uh, it may not be your blockbuster blue bloods that you're all known well for, that you know so much about,
Right.
but that competitive play is still going to be up there.
Still gonna be.
Um, but this is what leads me to say though. You're gonna have your household blue blood names in that women's bracket though.
Oh yeah, let's get to that now. Have you looked at the women's bracket?
I
All
did.
right.
I just finished it up not too long ago.
Okay. So of course, the top seeds: Iowa, USC, South Carolina, and what's the who was the last one? No,
LSU.
LSU.
Mm-hmm.
So is it foregone conclusion those going to be the final four for women's, or is there like another team to look out for?
That's another team to look out for. The same issues I have with Purdue. It's the same issues I have for Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's just
got
Caitlin
one of the
Clark.
best.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just the Caitlin Clark show, and
yeah.
that's about it. I mean, Caitlin Clark can put a 40 on your head.
Okay, I'll say this: the regional four. No, wait. We got to admit wrong. So South Carolina, Texas. I'm getting it wrong. Iowa and USC. LSU is not a not a top seed. I apologize. Like that's crazy. I thought they would. I thought it'd be Stanford more than anything. Texas. Okay, I can name you my final four. It ain't gonna be
And then I mean,
Texas
oh no, the Texas is in my Final Four.
over. So you got them beating Stanford and
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Talk about Texas because I really don't know that much about
Hey
the
man,
women's
man,
Texas.
man, they led by the great Vic Schaefer, the person
Okay.
who was responsible for you. You know how we started this show out about Mississippi State?
Oh, the coach from Mississippi
Yeah,
State.
yeah,
Oh, the great one. Oh, he coached at Texas.
yeah. He
Oh,
over at the yeah.
so he's got familiarity. Oh, okay, okay,
Exactly, exactly.
okay.
So they'll eventually, like I said, make the Final Four. Vic Schaefer, he's gonna have his rematch with
Mhm.
Lord, what's her name? Her name escapes me
Stan-
already.
from
The
Stanford.
coach for South Carolina. No, the coach for South Carolina.
Don Staley. Don Staley.
Don Staley. Yes, Miss Staley. Now they both had their beat when Vic was
Mm,
there at State because it was always Mississippi State versus South Carolina in
yeah,
that SEC championship game. It could be in the NCAA tournament.
right.
They will always end up playing each other somehow, some way. And here
Oh
we go
man,
again.
here go the committee, man. So basically, Iowa's gonna probably play LSU at some
Yes,
point.
and lose. Yes, and lose.
Ooh, I hate
That,
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 man.
that,
I hate that.
no, and then we're going to end up. You know who's going to be in the championship game?
Who you got?
Give
Well,
me a
who's your final?
rematch of the SEC. Give me a rematch of the SEC brawl. Give me
LSU.
LSU versus South Carolina for the Natty for the
I'm
national
scared.
championship.
There is so much pressure on South Carolina to go undefeated, though. Like the whole world, like there's so much pressure on South Carolina.
They can do it. They can do it. Don got them girls in check. They can do it.
Would they be your favorites to win it all? South Carolina.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be history
I don't
made.
see why
History
not.
made. But the South Carolina Notre Dame game. Shout out to former Grizzlies assistant Ivy. She's got the women running at Notre Dame. That's gonna be a tough game. That's a tough game. Like I just I'm kind of with you though. I want to see the rematch. I want to see the spiciness that was that South Carolina LSU game. That was a really neat. It was a good game. The one game before that though, when girl hit that three against UT and left them
Oh
like that was
man,
just like girl, why you leave her so wide open?
I know,
But
right?
I really want to see this Juju girl USC. I really want to
I
like this is
know. I know.
She's the Caitlin Clark 2.0. She's got game. Like I want to see what she does in the tournament. The lights are going to be on her. Caitlin Clark. I don't trust Caitlin Clark. I trust Caitlin Clark. Nobody else on Iowa. I don't like. They're a good team. The defensively, I like the big girl from Iowa too, but I don't know. Iowa LSU rematch. Angel Reese, Von Het, like the people on LSU are gonna bring it. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a really physical game. But Caitlin Clark, I know she got that game circled about what
Let me
happened
see. Let me
last
see if I
year.
pull up this bracket because because I told you about these marquee games
Yeah,
that's just going to be
the committee
just
screwed
hidden.
the committee screwed us of a
Let
great
me see.
Iowa and LSU game. The committee did us. They screwed them so bad. Like they really did.
But let me tell you what the committee potentially could give us though. Is this the hold on? I'll go to the Elite Eight. Yeah, yeah. So listen to my Elite Eight games. We
Mm-hmm.
got South Carolina, Notre Dame, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Texas, NC State, Iowa, LSU,
Mm.
and USC and UConn.
We forgot
Yeah,
about
you get
UConn.
paid exactly. You get Page in this thing too.
Yeah, we forgot about UConn. I'm sorry. Shout out to Paige.
That Elite Eight, what I just lined up right there, that's your Elite Eight right there.
Yeah, forgot
It
about.
depends on what NC State does, of course, and with that, but for the most
Mhm.
part, that's your Elite Eight.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be so intriguing. The men's and women's tournament. Can't wait. We can't wait to see it. Did you have any upsets, men or women that you wanted to mention real
Uh,
quick? Or
I mean, just let me see if I just major upsets. I start with the women since that's the last bracket I had up.
yeah.
One of my major upsets would be number 12 Drake beating Kansas State in the round of 32.
Mm,
Um, let's see, any other groundbreaking upsets regarding the women's? I mean, the women's is pretty much cut and dry for the most part, in my opinion. I don't really have anything going too crazy. Let me check my first round real quick. I have
M-
Florida Gulf Coast. Florida Gulf Coast beat Oklahoma. That's a 12-5 matchup in the first round. Um,
MT
Fairfield. I think
MTSU
I'm. Oh wait, what about MTSU?
MTSU. They play Louisville. Mm.
I
I'm
got
just making.
Louisville winning that one, but yeah, I got you. I got you. I got UNLV possibly beat Creighton in the first round in the women's tournament.
Mhm.
Um, And then I think the other upset, the last upset that I have would be, potentially, well, I'm about to say Fairfield going against Indiana. Indiana, they should win this game, but
Mhm.
that Fairfield team, they are unified, they are one, they win games. They win games.
Mm.
So that's not a team that they're going to have to sleep on. Now, regarding the men's team, the men's side of things,
Mhm.
like I said, I got UAB upsetting San Diego State in the first round, and then on top of that, I got UAB upsetting Auburn in the next round.
Whoa!
Now that
Whoa!
yeah,
Whoa!
yeah,
Whoa!
yeah, we like that over here.
Okay. All right. But I told you
Um,
mine. Okay. Here's a spicy one.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
Morehead State over Illinois.
Okay.
That's spicy.
I thought long and hard about that one, but I
That's
got one
spicy.
better. Charleston over Alabama.
That's 13 for ooh.
That
Ooh.
13-4.
Alabama scores too much though. Their defense is you know what? But Charleston gotta shoot though. They gotta shoot. Alabama plays no defense at all. They give
They
up like
don't.
80
They
or 90
don't.
if they want to. Like, but they gotta score though. Charleston gotta score, like in order for me to what about NC State? NC State, they won the
Yeah.
AAC tournament 5 games in 5 days.
They
Are
hot.
they going to be
They
tired,
hot.
or are they going to be? What are they going to like? Do we have a
Nah, they
UConn?
gonna
Okay.
they gonna keep going with this. Like I said, they got I got them. I, I don't know. I'm
Texas
still
Tech.
like going back and forth. I'm still going back and forth because I have NC State advancing to the next round. I just don't know if they can beat Kentucky, but I can see them beating Kentucky though. I can see it.
I got Oakland and I think that's another one. Oakland and Tennessee. Kentucky. Oakland or Kentucky.
Kentucky, yeah. And then I
Woo!
think the last just major one, New Mexico over Clemson, and that's the Memphis game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think the Lobos can actually probably beat them Tigers because I don't think they really just all that Clemson.
I don't think so. Because remember Memphis beat them, and they
Mm-hmm.
have a guy that's from Memphis from Clemson. I forgot his name, but he's from Memphis. So he might have a lot of family there at the FedEx Forum. I want to see the guy from Nebraska. They call him they call him the Asian. What's the guy? I can't say his name, but he's on Nebraska team. He's pretty good.
Okay.
He's lights out.
Okay.
Like he's must see TV. They're saying when they play Houston, they might give Houston some fit. Houston is a great defensive team, but like you saw against Iowa State in the championship game, if they can't find no offense, they look horrible. Like they
Mm-hmm.
can't even score 45, like in a Big 12 championship game. But their defense
Yeah.
lights out. So we can't wait to see this tournament. It's going to be crazy. Of course, we're going to
And
break
you
down.
going? Aren't you going to one of the sessions?
Yeah, I'm going to the second round. Is it round 2 or 3? I forgot what the Sunday games,
I
the round
mean,
of 32 games. I don't know what they
yeah. I guess that was. I don't know. I feel like technically
second
that's
round.
first round. That in my the first 4 games, I can't consider that first round
Yeah,
material.
it's
I
just
feel
first.
like that's like NBA playing material.
Yeah. So
So,
round 2.
but
Yeah, I
yeah,
am
but
going to the
yeah,
round 2 game, the Sunday games. It'd be 2 games. It should be good. I'm excited for me and a couple of my friends and all. Excited to go. Um, if anything else, let's get to look quickly into NBA right quick.
yeah.
The dunk heard around the world last night. Anthony Edwards dunk on John Collins. Just, I, is it the dunk of the year? Do we even need to just? Can we just forfeit that title to him? Like,
Yeah, I think he won that. I think he
woo,
won that because that was an away game for them too, and that
yeah.
Utah crowd, they were just like,
Oh my God.
my God, did we just witness a murder on this court?
Where's the crime tape at? Bring the crime tape.
Oh my gosh,
He
and you could
dislocated his
just tell
finger.
from the yeah, that's how it was like.
Ooh.
It was almost as good as Blake Griffin's. You know what? It's probably better than Blake Griffin's spike dunk
I
because
agree because
that's what it
Blake just threw it
was.
down. Blake just threw down the dunk. I'm telling you, Edwards is smaller than Blake, so of course it looks much better because he's smaller. But Blake is 16. Like that Edwards
Did,
dunk is
did you?
crazy. Yeah,
It looked nasty on the broadcast TV, but seeing it from that angle, from the crowd perspective, man,
that was
that
nasty.
stuff right there, gets you beat up on the playground right there. Now we fighting after that,
Mm, mm.
man. But
So
yeah, he won Dunk of the Year.
that's dunk of the year. So
Yeah.
speaking of that, to dunk of the year, to probably the viral moment of the year, the jersey swap, her all around the world. Grady Dick
Dang.
and Anthony Black, who you could tell there's a video of actually Grady Dick pointing over to Black and says, "Let's do it." Like he basically playing this whole thing out. He's like,
Yeah.
"Where's Anthony Black? We're gonna swip around so it makes it look like Black Dick." Like it's the most viral moment. Like he knew exactly what Grady Dick knows. Like he knew like what this moment would be
Oh no, for sure.
for the
For
history of
sure.
it. I mean, because his name, like, no disrespect to his family and all, to the Dick family, like you knew your son or anybody of the family, whatever, was gonna get ridicule for it, and he played along with it. But the crazy thing about it is, I think it was Orlando took it down from their website. Like they originally had
Mhm.
the photo, it took it down. No, you already put it up there now. Why take it down? Like you already put the whole thing out there.
And
Like
I don't know if this is true or not, but I also heard that social media spot, that position was back on Indeed the next day.
why not? Why not? Like it's his name. It's not like it was some type of it's Anthony Black. It's
Oh, it
Grady
was
Dick.
funny.
It's
It
funny.
was funny.
I mean,
They didn't
shout
like
out to
it though.
Orlando.
You
Orlando's
got, you
coming.
got, but you got to also understand, it's the Magic. That's a Disney company. That is a Disney basketball team that's
I
owned by the Walt Disney Group. Like you can't do that. Not with the Orlando Magic. That's a Disney.
Man, Walt Disney
That
be laughing, rolling his grave right now. If he saw that, like rolling over his grave, he saw that Walt Disney. Shout out to Walt Disney. But the Magic, like I said, they keep on winning. They're gonna be in the playoffs. Probably make some. I don't know. Like they're probably gonna play. It looks like they're gonna probably be a 7 seed, no 6 seed, and the 3 seed is probably the Knicks. I mean, you saw the Knicks up front, up close last night against the Warriors. Like how dangerous are the Knicks?
they're kind of dangerous.
Kind
They
of dangerous.
kind of, kind of.
I
They
mean,
kind of.
which
I think they're in a 7 game series. If we're
yeah,
talking about playoff basketball, I think they are better than the Orlando Magic in a 7 game series.
I don't know. I have to like think about it.
It'll get
Some
there.
series
We'll
at
get to 6 games. It'll go. It's going to go to like 6, maybe 7 games. But yeah,
hmm,
yeah.
I can see it being an entertaining series though. Very, very entertaining series. So the Knicks are just they did their thing last night. The Warriors and Lakers ending Saturday night. It took away from a great performance from Steph Curry, an even amazing performance for LeBron 40-point piece. I'm not gonna talk about AD getting knocked out of the game, but which is just typical, prime time poked out of his eye. Like, come on, like what are we doing?
Exactly. He's
What are
bound.
we
He's bound to
doing?
get hurt some type of way. It
It's
could
just
be
a
by himself. It could be from another player. It could be from his teammate.
God.
If the Lakers on prime time and AD is healthy, he gonna get hurt some type of way.
But that ending of the game was ridiculous. It took 15 minutes to finish a minute and 30 seconds. Like, have you
Yeah.
ever seen that before? Before we saw that Saturday, like the
Oh,
shot
just
clock
like
problem. Yeah, the shot clock problem and all that.
I
Like,
mean, I've witnessed long delays. Now, regarding that specific delay, I felt like that was a little bit longer than it really needed to be. It wasn't even a little bit longer. It was way longer than it needed to be. Uh, but I mean, shoot, that LSU South Carolina brawl, they were on a delay for like 15 minutes,
well, that was a fight though.
and they had 2 minutes left in the game.
They did. They and but I mean it must see TV though. Like that was you could sell fights and all that. They're gonna be a little delayed, but a shot clock. Like fellas, y'all got one
Yeah,
job.
that
Get the shot clock right. Like
can we not bring in an extra shot clock from the back and just set it down on the ground?
right.
Like,
Something like just to end
like,
the
come
game.
on, we gotta get this going. We're damn near done with this game. People ready to go home.
Exactly.
Come
At
on.
this, at this point, you're right. So NBA, come on now, get it together. Let This should not happen in a playoff game. Please don't let it happen in a playoff game. That's
No, that
whew.
they'll make sure that doesn't happen. They know that for sure. They can't let that happen.
Something else amazing that also happened. Kyrie Irving's left-handed run fadeaway running shot against Jokic. What? Unbelievable. There's an argument on Twitter or X talking about he's the most versatile scorer of all time. I can't go that far. I can say he's one of the most interesting shot makers of all time. But to say he's a top 5, top 10 scorer, of NBA history, I don't know.
So I give him top 10. I give him top 10.
You give him top 10 of all time. Of
I
all
I
time.
give him top 10. Yeah, versatile score, versatile score. Yeah, I give him top 10. I
I
have
don't
no
know,
problem giving him
man.
top 10.
I don't know. Like maybe during the summer we talk like our top scores and all, like further in depth with it. I don't know. Like ball handling, yes. Yes. Like top 10. But versatile score, when you think about Michael Jordan, you think about Kobe Bryant, you think about I think
Okay,
about Trace McGrady. You think
okay.
about Allen Iverson. Like I don't
I
know.
put
Like
I damn near want to put him in AI about one on one. They
mm,
about the same versatile scoring
I
dynamic
can't
for any
uh,
respective team.
uh AI
They
scoring
they
was
they they, it,
uh,
AI is a little bit up there, just a tad bit, only because of his like what he said, his handle.
yeah.
His handles is something else.
Yeah. I just
Kyrie's handles, Kyrie, you can't
Kyrie,
sleep on Kyrie's handles either,
I'm not.
though.
I'm not, but his scoring though, AI scoring was I think it's more of who's the
His
best.
scoring was based off of his handles, though. That's how he got free. That's how he got open.
Oh yeah, when you can handle it like that, you can get wide open jump shots all the time. Like if you just got the
And
handle
so
like
that,
that, like
and that's why I feel like Kyrie has that versatile scoring in him because he can score in all levels of the court. He can cross you up,
mhm,
dribble drive up in there, get the layup, and
mhm.
cross you up, get that left hand floater from the free throw line, or he cross you up and just go ahead and pull up from behind the arc.
Mhm. It's an interesting take though. Top 10?
Like I said, I give him top 10. Top five, no. He's not
No.
top five. No.
And we're not even
He's not
talking
even
about
sniffing top five.
when you think about 70s, 80s, that's a lot. Like of all the that's a lot. Top 10. We have to revisit that. We got to revisit that, you guys. We just is he a top? He's top 75 of all time, though, right? Like if they had to
Oh,
redo the list, NBA top 75, Kyrie's on that list. You agree with that or
was he not on the list already?
no? He wasn't on
No.
there 75. No. If they had
And
to,
so if they had to redo the 75, if they had to
yeah,
redo it, would he be on the list now?
I think he would. Yes,
No.
yes, he
No.
would.
What has he done between then and now?
He's got a championship. Uh, are we? I don't know. Come on. He,
No.
if you want, if how can he be a top 10 versatile scorer to you, but not be a 75 All NBA like on the 75 team? How's that possible?
Just because you can score the ball
And
in amazing ways doesn't mean that
Allen
your
Iverson
full
75.
list.
Uh,
Okay.
Trace
But I
McGrady
mean,
75.
we talking about people who like put an impact on the game as well and actually put in their time and their due diligence. Kyrie also kind of, if you want to think of like off the court stuff too. I mean,
Look, set up it. I hate to.
it's the full
Uh,
embodiment of your work, on court, off court,
yeah.
everything.
I hate to say this in front to any athlete, but shut up. I think Kyrie needs to shut up and dribble. Like that really needs to apply to Kyrie because when he starts to talking, it goes left, like way left.
Exactly.
Like all the stuff he's done, like it's just. But shout out to Kyrie. That was an amazing. I really thought Dallas was gonna fall apart. Like at some point, I thought they were just gonna. As a
I
Laker
know
fan,
you
I need
were
them to lose. They need to lose. Them, uh,
the
Sacramento,
Clippers.
the Clippers, they're not gonna because Kawhi. Fine, whatever. But I'm talking about
Just
for us to
saying.
get out of this playing thing. We need them to lose, start losing. Like
Phoenix.
Grizzlies, right quick. Desmond Bain is back. They look efficient. Like they're not getting blown out, but they're keeping it close. They kept it close to OKC. Last night they kept it close to Sacramento. I needed them to beat Sacramento. They didn't. But Desmond Bain looks in form. Um, what do you think? It's just getting ready for next year, right? Just like
I've been trying to tell everybody this for the longest of time. Is they're gonna lose games. They're gonna play. They're gonna make it competitive, but they're not trying to win games. So like,
You're right.
don't expect them to come out. If they win games, cool. If they win the game, cool. That's fine. But overall, that I promise you, they really ain't trying to win these games. They'll make it competitive, only to to make to not get blown out and not look like a fool on TV. But shoot, I
Yeah,
promise you, they ain't trying to just flat out give their all and win these games.
you're
But
right.
it was nice to see Desmond back though.
Yeah, rare form hasn't. His form is still there and all. So shout out to that. Well, that will conclude part 1 of this episode. Please tune in to part 2 as we talk all things NFL. Please subscribe and like this YouTube channel, and please show the fellows some love.
Throw it down, big man.